This is such crap. Look at this question. There are 2 correct answers. There are 2 correct answers. This is not fair. Thanks a lot, Professor, for writing your own questions because you made so many mistakes. A and D are the exact same thing. Because if you add all the numbers, you get 6, 7, 70, 770, 850, 2,850 is A. D, all of the expenses. A and D are correct. So thanks for screwing me over. I'm probably going to get it wrong because he's going to say one of the 2 is correct, even though they're both correct. And I initially thought B was the answer because it didn't specify whether they were spent at restaurants in the year 2022. I can't believe I literally got the last 5 questions wrong. Seriously? All 5 of the the remaining questions were incorrect. That's hilarious. What is this? A? Are you kidding? How is this wrong? Recognize income. I mean, he received the income for the service. Like, the service started in year 1. It's going to be either A or B. A is not right. Like, he's going to recognize income in year 1 because he received the money and he performed the service. How could you possibly defer the income if you both performed the service and received the payment? Like, how could you defer that income? There's no way you can defer that. It makes no sense at all to defer that if both of the things occurred. So, and because I answered A, and that was incorrect, the answer must be B. And it's going to be wrong anyways, because that's how this quiz goes. It's actually a test. What did I say? B? I said basically half of each one. Half of 48 is 24. Half of 18,000 is 9, because... Okay, it must be different for rent because of some random reason or something. So you recognize all of the rent. I believe you recognize all of the rent because you paid for it all. You recognize $48,000 in rent. So D is the answer for 16. Like, I'm not even bothering. Like, I'm just giving my second best guess for all these. I don't really care at this point. I got the question named after me wrong. Funny. I said E is the answer. How on earth is this possible? How can you claim a deduction? I believe... No, I literally read about it, and it said that economic performance has to occur for you to claim a deduction. So how is this wrong? How? For expenses. Accrual expense. Accrual expense, you have to claim, wait. You are going to do something. You paid for television space. You paid... Paying for an advertisement. What if you pay for an advertisement? What happens if you pay for advertising time? What does that go under? This is stupid. That was fun. You're not renting property, you're paying for an ad. You're paying for an ad. So you're literally paying for the right to put your ad on a certain thing. What is this? Gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Three and a half months after payment, 3.5 months after November, February, so it's hilarious. What is it, November 1st? November, December, that's November, December, January, February. It doesn't say when in November, so that's awesome. Do you recognize? April 15th? This makes no sense. It's not within 3.5 months because... Thanks, Professor, for this awesome question where you don't specify when in November it takes place. If it's at the beginning of November, So December 1st, January 1st, February 1st. Okay, so I guess it is going to be within 3 months, 3.5 months. But the other one will not count, so it's going to be 1 million. There's only 2 more. What was this question? Dude, how is this wrong? Dude, how is this wrong? Dude. Allowance of 15,000. There's going to be bad debt expense of 23,000. It's literally what? How is it not 3,000? 23,000. Oh, this is funny, 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 this is funny. Where the heck did they talk about the... Where the heck did they talk about the bad debt expense? This is funny, this is funny, this is funny, this is funny. The question doesn't make sense. Why do I have 3 things open? If they wrote off a certain amount, the amount that they wrote off would be when they wrote off something, they decreased the allowance by a certain amount. They decreased the allowance They didn't write off anything. There's no indication of writing off something. If you increase the balance of doubtful accounts, an allowance of doubtful accounts. This makes no sense. This makes no sense at all. If you increase the allowance of doubtful accounts, that means you would also increase bad debt expense. You would not even write anything off. What is this? What is this? The amount of bad debt expense minus the previous balance equals what? That doesn't even equal anything that you write off. That just equals the adjustment you made. So this number plus the previous number equals bad debt expense. Yeah, but this number is not a write-off. It's not a write-off. They didn't mention anything about writing off of an uncollectible account. Nothing. If you write off the account, your allowance for doubtful accounts decreases. No, bad debt expense does not. There's no deduction for bad debt expense. What, is there some kind of implication here? You have to do complicated math. Not really. It's so weird, the way this works. The allowance for beginning of the year is $15,000. Why did you have to make this so complicated? You could have just told me the amount that was written off. But no, you had to make me try to think about this question for like 30 straight minutes to figure it out. Seriously? Is that necessary? No. In real life, nobody would have to do this. They would just have the number that was written off. They wouldn't have to calculate the number based on all this other information. Beginning of the year is 15,000. Then they wrote off, during the year they wrote off a certain amount. Minus, you subtract X equals, okay, 15,000 minus X equals 15,000 minus X equals what? There's two unknowns. Because we still don't know what it was before it got increased to 18,000. Okay, the amount that it was at was negative? Are we going to have a negative amount? It's going to be 18 minus 23. Seriously? How does that even work? You're going to have a negative amount of... Because basically, when you record bad debt expense, you also increase the balance of doubtful accounts. But since you increase the balance of doubtful accounts by 23,000 and the final balance is 18,000, that means it was at a negative amount. You can't have a negative amount. Seriously? What is this question? What is this question? If at the end of the year, the balance of doubtful accounts was literally negative 5,000, that means that they had bad debt expense. They wrote off literally $20,000 in debt. There's $20,000 that they wrote off, and then it brought the amount to negative 5,000. Then they added 23,000 to get it up back to 18,000. That means the answer is 20,000. Really? Is that the answer? The answer is 20,000? 19. E. I said there was no adjustment. Why did I say there was no adjustment? He's switching from the cash method to accrual method. Did I miss that fact? Did I think he was switching from accrual to cash? So he made So where's the... Do they talk about switching methods? Yes. If it increases taxable income, you recognize the adjustment spread evenly over 4 years. You switched from cash to accrual. Switching from cash to accrual will increase your income by $80,000. So therefore, you take a fourth of that. Yeah, I just was an idiot and misread the question. It's a fourth of this. 20,000. Increase income by 20. What? How? It's increase income by 20,000. How? How? It says right here, if it increases income, taxable income, recognize the total adjustment spread evenly over 4 years, beginning with the year of the change. It did not decrease taxable income, it increased it because he switched from cash to accrual. Cash method, he only made, the cash method does not include the 80,000. The accrual method includes 80,000. Therefore, you would increase your income. You would increase it by a fourth of 80,000. So none of the answers are correct. There's no expenses. It's income. It's increased income. It's increased income by 20,000, not expenses. This is not fair. There is no correct answer here. There is no correct answer. The correct answer is increase income by 20,000. His income this year, the in the last year, his income should have been increased by 80,000. His income should have been increased by 80,000. But basically, you will now divide that income by 20,000 every year. So this is not a fair question. There's no correct answer. There's no correct answer. This is not correct. Maybe I should just make a comment. Let's see. I'm going to say C because it should say increase income by 20,000, but it says in expenses. That's a mistake. The answer is that it will increase income by 20,000. It will increase income by 20,000. Dude, what if the professor set the answer to be B? That would not be right. The answer is increase income by 20,000. I'm trying to figure out which one did he think was the answer, but he was mistaken. I have no idea. I'm trying to read his mind. I'm literally trying to read my professor's mind to answer this question correctly. Thanks a lot. Let's see if I got it wrong. Hey, I got it right. No way. So it turns out I got 30.5 out of 34. Which ones did I get wrong still? What? I can't see the answers? Oh. Well, I can't see which ones I got wrong, weirdly enough. I mean, I definitely did way better. I'm not done, though. I still have part 2. I need to see which ones were wrong. Oh, come on. What is this question? Oh, you know what? This one, both A and D are correct. Or B, because the question is written poorly. This is a poorly written question. So the one of the ones I got wrong was a poorly worded question. This one, I still got wrong because whatever. Stop. So one poorly worded question, and then one where I guess I deserve to get it wrong somehow. I don't know. Dude, look at this. Look at all these windows open. The highest score was 34 out of 34. Thanks a lot, buddy. How did somebody get 34? That's impossible. That's impossible. You have to have gotten lucky because there were so many poorly worded questions. Where's my grade in the class after that? 88%. Wait, what did I get technically on that part? 30.5 out of 34. So I got an 89.7%. How did everyone do so well on that? How? I'm below average. I'm literally below average. How did that even happen? Just how? How did everyone do that? I got a below average score on this. Hilarious. I'm not done. No. That was funny. I have to do stupid exam part 2. I mean part B, which is not even the full amount. That was funny. Are there any easy ones? Probably not, because... Yes, great job. Domestic maximum interest expense deduction? What does that even mean? $3 million taxable income, included $75 million of revenue and $400,000 of domestic maximum interest expense deduction. Okay. No, it's not easy. Yay, Monday is going to be torture. Well, actually, Monday it's just going to be more multiple choice questions, which is kind of funny. Or is it? Man, I really hope it's more multiple choice questions and not like a bunch more of these types of questions here. So because the services are expected in January, I mean, you can deduct both of those amounts because I'm just going to say 2350 plus 800 equals 2350 plus. So 2350 plus 800, 2350 plus 800 is 3150. Nope, undo. Can I please undo that? I want to. I'll just underline it. Can't cancel. Okay. So it's both because you can deduct the one that's going to be paid next year because. Oh wait, no, you can't. No, you can't. That was a waste of time. They stated that. I'm certain that they stated accrual method, expenses. Where is it? Incur an expense. In this case, he incurred an expense. He incurred an expense. So, he incurred an expense, but the service was not provided until January of next year. So receiving goods or services from another person, you deduct the expenses associated with the liability when the other person provides the goods or services. There is an exception when a business actually pays the liability before the other person provides the goods or services. In this circumstance, the business can elect to treat the actual payment as economic performance as long as it reasonably expects the other person to provide the goods or services within 3.5 months after payment. You can deduct it because you paid the amount reasonably expected to complete the services within 3 months. In this case, so you can deduct all of it because, okay, so my initial thing was correct. $31.50. Watch as I get that one wrong. Head of household reported this much of taxable income, including a $10,000 of qualified dividends. What is gross tax liability around 10 years? Oh, are you kidding me? Dang it, that one's hard. And it's not that hard. It's just going to be kind of complicated. Well, I mean, it's going to be just a lot of work to do the stop. Married, joint salary of 110. There's this expenses. Oh, okay, that's hard. So back to number 1. I guess we're just gonna. I have literally only completed 1 out of 7 so far. Oh. Dude, our final exam is going to be so blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Life insurance premiums. I need to figure out that one. Life insurance premiums. So, life insurance. Deductions for life insurance premiums that they pay on policies that cover the lives of officers or other key employees If they are the ones who benefit from it, if they are the ones. So this, you can deduct it because in this case. So you can deduct the $5,000. You can deduct $2,500 and $5,000. You can deduct both. We have done 2 out of 7, but 2 of the 7 are going to be extremely long and tedious, and number 7 is going to be blue. That's fun. When is he going to grade this? Like, never? And he hasn't even graded a part of our last exam yet. I wonder if he's ever going to grade it. Is he ever going to grade that? He might just be like, I'm just going to throw these out. These were terrible. Oh, man. Small chain of pizza outlets. Okay, this one, I can handle this. That was fine. So basically, we're going to have something. Where is it going to be? Here. Here we go. It's going to exactly match this section here. So what's the deal? That was funny. Two-day management training course. Wait, what does it matter whether he goes to Denver or Los Angeles? It doesn't matter. Either one is in the same country. Are you kidding me? Oh, it matters because if it's overnight or not overnight. Overnight. But what if you have the ability to go to the one that's not overnight? No, it doesn't matter if you have the option. Here's the deal. That was fun. 8-day vacation immediately after the course. Here's the deal. Because it was an 8-day trip, only 2 days were spent on business. That means the airfare is not included. The course tuition is included. So 2600 is included. So the airfare is not included because, or is it? Is it a portion of the airfare that's included? I can't remember. Dang it. If the primary purpose the taxpayer may not deduct any transportation costs to arrive at the location if it's a domestic trip. So you cannot deduct airfare costs. Hotel, you're going to have 2 out of 2 days are going to be the management training course. Therefore, it's going to be 1. It's going to be 2 divided by 10 of the full trip is 10 days because it's 2 days of the management training course and 8 days of vacation. Therefore, it's a total of 10. Dude, what if I lose all my work at some point randomly? Like, that would be terrible. He can deduct 2 out of 10 of this. The rental car, he can deduct 2 out of 10 on that. Meals. Oh, this is so great. This is so great. If the meals were from restaurants, we're going to deduct the full meal expense. Well, not full, but we're going to treat the full amount because no airfare, 2 out of 10 for the hotel, 2 out of 10 for rental, and 2 out of 10 for meals. Because on this one, meals, primary purpose is personal. Okay, so I believe I have the right process for getting the answer. So I'm going to type it all into a calculator on my phone, which is going to be so fun. And okay, so we have 2600 plus 1200, 2 divided by 10 plus 900, 2 divided by 10 plus 1500, 2 divided by 10, because there's 10 days total. 2 of them are business. Okay, we have 2600 plus 1200 times 2 divided by 10 plus 900 times 2 divided by 10 plus 1500 times 2 divided by 10. Okay, I haven't typed in correctly. We have 3320 in it. Because basically it's going to be 1/5. Okay, it's going to be 2600 plus like 340, so that's 3,000, and then 40, 3,040 plus 180 is 3,220, 3,220, and then plus 300. Did I do that right? It's 2,600 plus that times 2 divided by 10 plus that times 2 divided by 10 plus that times 2 divided by 10. Here, I'm going to do it again just to be sure, like 2600 plus. Here, I'm going to do this. 1, 2, times 20% plus 2600. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hi. 2840. And then 3020. Yes, I was just being safe. Okay. Okay, I finished that question. So I've finished 3 questions out of 7. That's funny. That was sniffy. What is the domestic maximum interest expense deduction? Are you serious? What is that? What is domestic maximum interest? Okay, we have interest expense. I mean, it's interest income. Man. The sum of business interest income and 30% of the adjusted taxable income. So business interest income, 1. So business interest income, and then the other thing is 30%. So what is adjusted taxable income? Adjust 30% of adjusted taxable income. But he may have already included the adjusted taxable income because he already adjusted it for us, which is very nice. Yeah, but what does the $75 million of revenue have to do with anything? Oh. I think the reason he put that there is just to say that it's not a small business, so it doesn't, because I don't think that is even included in the calculation. Business interest income. Interest income is going to be $400,000. Oh my gosh, I'm pushing the number 0 instead of the space bar. Okay, so we're going to have 0.3 times, we're going to say 3 million here. So we're just assuming that he already provided us with adjusted income. 0.3 times 3,000,000. So 900,000. So, and it's limited to the sum of this plus this. What is the maximum interest expense deduction? Their maximum deduction that they can take for the year. The maximum deduction that they can take is 400,000 plus 900,000 equals 1.3 million. Is that it? The maximum that they can deduct for the year in interest expense is $1.3 million. That's fine. So we've done that one. We're actually making progress. That was funny.